and make a wish. After she left, I could still see her bike leaning against the house, its blue body trembling in the rain. Nothing is as lonely as childhood, and the person to finally interrupt that ache is a big miracle. You never forget the hero who slides into the bus seat beside you or scoots their tray over at the lunch table, the silhouette of someone small and familiar running down your street, sweaty and hopeful that you can come out to play. To this day, I can still hear Hadessa's voice at sunset, the bats winging in the dying light. She's calling out my dumb name. She's making it sound almost beautiful. Late bloomer. The bus aisle is a long series of choices. Above all, you want a window seat so you can fog your breath onto the glass. When no one is watching, you trace hearts. You are what teachers call a sensitive child. Everything hurts. How other kids always shout in primary color instead of pastel. The way clothes seem to understand everyone else's body but never yours. Once you get your name written on the board for forgetting your homework. When the bell rings, you can barely stand. At noon, you find shame saran-wrapped in your lunchbox next to the turkey sandwich. In high school, no one asks you to prom, and you lie on your back listening to records in the living room until your mother switches off the lights. You don't know yet that loneliness grows you a heart, luminous as a luna moth, velvet, pea green. That all those days eating lunch in the bathroom will turn into poems. Days spent in the stands or as the understudy, all your intricate losses, your wrong nose and tear of locker rooms, these too will become metaphors. Every morning you watch the day seep through the blinds, each hue passing through you, soft mauve, slow peach, muted gold. Safe. For Tasha. Watch out for the ice, I say. Be careful on the road, in the snow, the fog, the rain. Don't be sad. Please sleep. Eat this arugula. Drink some water. Wear your coat. Call me when you land. There are a million ways to say I love you. And forgive me, I know nothing about baseball, but something in me breaks with joy when the runner rushes in, body flung and reaching, and the umpire lifts his arms out like a prophet or a mother and makes him safe. Lemons. It was rainy season, and everything in the grove was electric green. I was hunting lemons. My job was to find the ripe among the fallen. I remember the sweet stink of exhausted citrus, spoiled gold in the heat, how the fruit sweated in my palm. My sister was running past. She was 4 years older, full of goodness and gullibility, whereas I was young and rotten and one for stories. I used to tell her I'd seen fairies the size of tadpoles in the river, that I knew a spell to repair lost time. Gullibility is a kind of big-heartedness, I think, and when she finally learned the joke, it always broke her heart. Snakes were common in the grove, but I remember how horribly beautiful this one was, how it lifted itself, an iridescent arrow. Mambas are fast and deadly, and when I screamed snake, my sister stood among the fallen lemons, swaying slightly, weighing whether or not to believe. I can still feel her eyes searching me, the seconds slipping, the dying sun making her hair roar red. It wasn't until I wept that she stepped out of the grove, and for the first time I realized what words meant. I saw them clearly, full of either venom or veracity. The dumb plum of my heart split open. That night, I told my sister I loved her. I told her the truth. Mangoes. My mother was